Pull up a chair and get comfortable. It's time to talk about your federal benefits. Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators presents the FEBC podcast with Elizabeth Inman and Brian Fentress.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Elizabeth Inman with Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators. Boy, has this been a season. Oh, wait a minute. Open season hasn't even started yet. We've got 4 more days. It already feels like it's been the season. Surprise, surprise, surprise. They gave us a special enrollment period to be able to sign up for Medicare Part B if you were already retired, already past age 65, and you did not enroll in Medicare Part B, and you would be subject to penalties. They started it April the 1st. It ended September the 30th, and they would waive the penalties, 10% per year penalties if you had not enrolled. Surprise, surprise, surprise. If you did not take advantage of that special enrollment period, you may have an opportunity between now and December the 31st of 2024 to get what's called an equitable relief letter. So, if you are a retiree who missed that special enrollment period with Medicare Part B and you still want to enroll in Medicare Part B, you can reach out to the Postal Service and you can go to the PSHB, Postal Service Health Benefit Navigator helpline at 833-712-7742 and request an equitable relief letter that will allow you to submit the enrollment for Medicare Part B. Now that's really all I know about that. I can't tell you you will be approved. I cannot tell you you won't be. I am telling you that there's a chance that you might be able to go ahead and get your Medicare Part B. It is the PSHB Navigator helpline, 833-712-7742. Now, why is that important? If you are 65 and older, and we are now under the Postal Service Health Benefit Plan, starting January 1st, 2025, everybody got this brochure in the mail. The 3 most important words that everybody needs to remember. You're going to get so tired of hearing me say this. I've been saying it. I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over again. Actually, you don't even have to be 65. If you're a postal employee, you better remember these 3 words leading up to turning 65. But most assuredly, if you're 65, regardless of whether you're still employed or retired, integration with Medicare. Integration with Medicare. Postal Service Health Benefits is now integrated with Medicare. Integrated with Medicare. You have an opportunity to be able to get an equitable relief letter if you did not take advantage of the special enrollment period to sign up for Medicare Part B and get the late penalties waived. Because age 65 and above, retired, Medicare A and B becomes your primary coverage starting January 1. Medicare A and B is primary coverage. Now, Medicare A, if all you had was Medicare A and you're retired, always became primary when you were retired. If you had Medicare B, it always became primary. It's just that we didn't pay attention to it. I mean, it's just the bottom line. We didn't pay attention to it because our federal employee health benefit plans was a standalone plan. It was made to be a standalone plan. Yes, it had copays. Yes, it had deductibles. But we were used to that. Now we are all getting used to being integrated with Medicare. Totally different. totally different. Now, the crosswalks are out, the new codes are out, and so are the new premiums. We just had a wake-up call of what the new premiums are looking like. We now understand what it means that Medicare A, Medicare B is supposed to cover approximately 80% of our Medicare costs, medical costs, of the covered costs. And whatever plan, whether it is a Postal Service health benefit plan, whether it is a Medicare supplement plan, whether we choose to have coverage through a Medicare Advantage plan, please understand these three words: integration with Medicare. Okay, so I've got to move on. I cannot keep lingering there. So the plan crosswalk letters were mailed out this week. Again, I am filming this on Thursday, 4 days before open season starts. Those are supposed to hit your mailbox this week in time to be to you by November the 11th, which is open season. Open season ends December the 9th. Open season booklets are also to be mailed, supposed to be in your hands by November the 11th. The Postal Service Health Benefit platform, the online platform, is supposed to be open for the end users on November the 11th for open season. Now, if indeed there is roughly 1.3 million end users, the potential activity for that is around 65,000 users. If you divide that by the 20 days of open season, that's going to be around 65,000 users if it's just a one-time event. If my math is correct, so you don't have to wait for the login.gov, you can do that now. Go to login.gov, create your account, but the actual platform itself will not be available until November the 11th. Lots of information. You may want to listen to this podcast over and over again. New OPM PSHB Navigator helpline. I gave that number a while ago, 1-844-451-1261. Launched this week to help you with the login.gov, setting up your account, creating your account. That helpline is to help with open season, getting your selections made. Final regulations on Part D has been published in the Federal Register. The opt-out provision now includes a 90-day grace period for annuitants, retirees to opt out and to opt back in if you decided you made a mistake for the Part D, if your out-of-pocket costs for medications turn out to be too high. That is huge. In fact, I'm going to do a podcast just on that. So stay tuned for future podcasts on Medicare Part D. If you're age 65 and older, as an employee, as an annuitant, which is just a fancy way of saying you're retired, 65 and older, Medicare Part D is your Postal Service Health Benefit Plan's prescription drug coverage. You don't get a choice. Medicare D is your prescription drug coverage. They will mail an opt-out form with that. So, future podcast, I'll cover that information for you. Big deal. Big, big deal. Did I already say the three words, integration with Medicare? Yeah, big deal. Big deal. So, also what has launched is the Open Season Postal Service, Open Season Virtual Platform. And they're having their Open Season 101 seminars. Good stuff out there, guys. Keepingposted.org, you can get all of this information. I will tell you, the Postal Service really picked it up on their communication. I mean, I got in my mailbox brochures and brochures. You guys are getting stuff in your mailbox this week, starting this week. Change your habits, especially if you're already retired. Open up your mail from the post office. Your health information, your health benefits information is being mailed to you. You need to know what's in your mailbox. Very, 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 very important. We love hearing from you. Send me an email. Send it to Cadre. That's one of the things that's changed in my office. Being inundated, I love it. We want to get back information to you, but Cadre, Kadri at FEBCnow.com. She's loving her interaction with you guys. Oh, and by the way, Alan from Taiwan, we weren't able to get your voicemail exactly, so please get back in touch with us. Alan from Taiwan, we're looking forward to that conversation with you. So anyway, get a hold of us. We're going to give out lots more information. I've got 3 more columns of information that's coming out in future podcasts. So I love talking to you about all of this information. I'm Elizabeth, and I can't wait to chat with you.